fire, fire, fire. The most controversial female streamer. I am ready. 3, 2, 1, boom.
So when I say the most controversial female streamer, you may think of someone like Pokimane.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
Yes, some of you
God,
just
that
let
was
out a
such a
gasp
good
of surprise. I get it, but she's probably had the most controversies as a streamer by far.
Okay.
Obviously excluding Neon and Adam Ross. But calm down. Here's your inhaler. Here's your insulin. Here's some of your
you.
mother's warm breast
That's a
milk.
stick pack.
And here is your favourite female comfort streamer. I even put Temple Run below it.
Hawk2 is definitely not a comfort streamer. That gives me a brain hemorrhage.
Entertained? Well, let me draw your eyes to the anal glands I'm about to spread in front of you, because yes, Pokimane may be considered one of the most controversial streamers, but I think there are other candidates. You may already be thinking of people like Nadia.
You guys can keep on hating while I'll continue to make clips like these.
Oh, is she the one that faked, like cheated on, she cheated in COD. We watched a video about it. Yeah, and then she denied it. And it was really obvious. I remember that. What the fuck?
I haven't seen anything from her in a
Oh.
while. You may be thinking of a VTuber maybe?
No. Forget it.
No, this is
It's Doobie.
not another VTuber video. Glad to see that Gunpie enjoys my videos though.
Dude, I can't stop. I can't stop, guys. Guys, I can't stop. He has nice videos. His video, dude, he's just talking.
You may even be thinking of someone like Tyler One's girlfriend. I think their name was like Marcus or something.
Dude, I
No, it's Michaela.
just want to squeeze his ass.
But no, I have another answer for you. An answer that may bewilder
that
or
controversial.
confuse you,
She's a
as you
stupid-
may have never heard of
She's a
this
silly
streamer
girl.
before. And that is Caseytron. Now, if you haven't heard of this name before, you haven't been watching
Dude, she's such a bottom feeder. I didn't even realize that it was her, chat. I completely forgot about her, man.
Twitch as long as I have. I remember when
She's
every streamer
insane.
was watching Gordon Ramsay. I remember when streamers used to do media reacts when they got people to donate videos to them. I was there when people actually used to enjoy streaming Overwatch. And I remember when most streams used to actually be cozy.
Just because I had a dream of being pounded in the ass, and I
Trainwrecks, are you okay? I remember when Trainwrecks was just an RBG streamer. That's how long I've been in the game as a viewer. He was not a Gamba streamer. He wasn't even popular. He was just an RBG streamer for World of Warcraft.
was aroused when I woke up. Doesn't make me gay. Kinda hot, okay? A big ass 6'5" werewolf looking guy with huge muscles.
And it did
Okay, Bow.
not require a linguistic degree or an aptitude
Bao.
towards hieroglyphics to understand what modern chatters are talking about today. God, am I old. But anyway, I digress. If you don't know who Caseytron is, you may just not have a Twitter account, in which, congratulations, leave the
Dude, I remember when Caseytron was a League streamer and all she did was bait people into thinking that she was a dumb, stupid bitch. That's all she did, and she would win because people would engage with her.
fucking video. I'm selling black tar heroin to degenerates here. Not people like you. But Caseytron is someone that had humble beginnings on
Oh, yeah, she
Twitch,
played
but as
WoW
the
too, I
platform
remember
evolved
that.
and the audience changed, she could not adapt to that change, and could certainly not adapt to the new responsibilities tied to being a streamer, where she was previously seen as being very entertaining and comical, and it could have been said she was predicted to be one of the key personalities on the Twitch platform. Now you could definitely
I disagree purely because the facade of her being a stupid e-girl that she was acting out. Like, hold on, hear me out. I don't think Casey is extremely stupid. I just think she's stupid because she didn't learn how to adapt into the new Twitch environment. Because the old way of her getting views was pretending to be a stupid e-girl. And it worked. It was very effective. She literally played into the whole, oh my god, I'm gonna get carried to play Diamond, and then she like started raging on League of Legends on Twitch. And everyone thought it was funny and people would hate watch her and this and that. Then it turned into being an unironic fucking ding-dong.
says she has saved her ult for next game, missed her opportunity and shrouded herself in so many controversies. And now she is characterized to be someone that is constantly picking fights with other streamers for
Yeah, because that's how she learned how to... She basically changed her angle. Instead of being the person that... She stopped being an actress for the streaming screen. Instead, now she engages in people who are higher up on the food chain to get engagement bait. And it kind of works, but not really. Not as well as it used to.
seemingly no reason, and labeling most people that give her common criticism incels. But today we're going to be talking about Casey Tron,
Classic.
who she is, and how she went from such a promising streamer with connections all over the Twitch platform to someone that not a lot of people want to associate with, and as a result, don't want to watch anymore.
Hello,
Okay.
YouTube. My name's Casey Tron. I'm a professional female gamer.
Now, Casey Tron started streaming all the way back in early 2013, and also the year she started.
She was the first, man. I know that, man. When Rookie speaks words at me. Yeah, she really did know a lot of the old school, like, MMO and League streamers. She really did.
Making YouTube
I remember
videos,
this.
which were just condensed clips of her stream, but Casey's main content was her live streams over on Twitch, where she mainly streamed World of Warcraft, a game in which half the player base is currently trying to cash in their 401k or retirement fund, and she also used to play
True.
League of Legends, in which most of
God,
that player
old
base
League,
are battling
man.
with crippling insecurities, a fear of women, and the challenge of cleaning themselves.
The misery.
But at that early time, Casey considered herself a professional girl gamer.
I am not a fake girl gamer. I'm a
This is an act, though. It's like Tyler 1, but not. It's the girl version, kind of. Like, Tyler 1 was actually good at League, and he still is, but this is obviously an act to get people to watch her.
real girl gamer. I've been gaming my whole life.
Something
She
of
laughed just now! You could hear it in her voice! You could literally hear it in her voice
which
just
many
now.
thought was a persona that
She
she used in order to
giggled.
get more attention from rage baiting, playing the character of an obnoxious
Yeah,
and naive
there we
gamer
go.
girl. That
Thank you.
quote could pick up any game and become a master at it.
No,
Yes.
I can pick up any game. Any game I can pick up, and I can master it in about an hour.
And has
Okay. See, that's kind of funny. It's kind of
invested
funny.
thousands into being a gamer girl, such as upgrading her PC, only upgrading the storage and the power supply,
Computer. I've upgraded the power supply. I've upgraded the hard drive.
but she garnered a lot
That's kind of funny.
of attention from this character.
Oh
a
my
lot of it being
God,
negative, a lot of people buying
Chad.
into this character, to the point where a petition was started in 2014 with 20,000 people signing it to get her removed from Riot
Why? She's just trolling.
Games and League of Legends because she was such a troll. But
Oh,
for the people
come
that actually
on,
understood
grow
she was playing a
up.
character, a lot of them started to think she was pretty entertaining and even
Yeah,
comical, and became
sure.
interested in watching her live and potentially becoming a fan of hers, which in current years a lot of those fans do not exist anymore, primarily
Yeah.
due to the fact that her behaviour and conduct on the platform, or any other platform, is no longer seen as satirical or as an act. Some of it comes off as just blatantly hateful, but in the current time frame we are talking about, even when she was playing an act, she was still receiving punishments from Twitch. In one instance, Twitch, a year later into 2014, removed her sub button, meaning she could not
What?
earn money from subscriptions.
Wait, why? What did she do? That seems really fucked up. Like, I don't like her, but that seems really dumb.
And had to make money directly from donations or
That's
ads playing on her
horrible.
Twitch stream. And when she received this unfortunate news, she seemed to just joke about it.
Some people had with the sub button. We're gonna start off by reading some memories. So, Casey Tron, I remember when I first subbed, I had to pay with my money that was going towards my mother's brain surgery.
But she was in character, so you could say it was not her own authentic reaction.
But why? That seems so unfair.
Of course, it was restored not too long after, but this
Okay.
was one of the first
Maybe it
times
was
Twitch
bugged, I
had
don't
punished
know.
her, with more punishments down the road, and another
Surely.
time where her sub button would just disappear. By this time,
This was before VTubers. Maybe she didn't show her boobies enough.
despite her facade
too
or
covered,
act,
Chad, they're
she
too
was still
covered.
growing. People found her extremely entertaining, and she grew to the
Sure.
point where she could collaborate with other up-and-coming streamers, with one of her
Mm-hmm.
first being Sodapoppin. Sodapoppin was someone at the time known for the amount of WoW he played, known
Who here remembers Sodapoppin when he was a squeaker in Mop, man?
for being a degenerate,
So I went down and I started playing with this jet, and I was like, what if I put my penis in it, you know, as a joke, just for fun, for lols.
known for the oil princes that
Dude.
donated a decimal point of their income,
I'm done. I'm not gonna. Nope.
10K!
That's not what you're supposed to do with money.
Dude, this was Cata. Oh my god, this was Cataclysm. Holy shit, I just had fucking... I'm getting chills. This is the pre-patch, I think. For Mop? Yeah, this is the Mop pre-patch. You know what? This is the Mop
Why?
pre-patch.
and his friend NMP LOL.
I'm just gonna take what is
Oh my
owed to me.
god, dude.
Alright, and Black Man took my gold. So, alright, I'm broke. Alright, you know, that joke is gone. Where the f is my gold? Nick!
So basically, you could say this was a match made in heaven for content. Both had the same energy and humour, and both at the time were up-and-coming streamers. And the
Sure.
collaboration went pretty well. They matched each other's energy.
I
Will
can
you
play
please
anything.
not say retarded like that? I have a cousin who's retarded. Will you please?
I have-
say that. I have a cousin who's a retard. Okay,
I had-
please
I-
don't.
I had a sister, but
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
you're triggering me. What happened? Did she die from reaction? That happens, you know.
it did happen.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that.
And now Casey Tron was on the radar of other viewers.
My
Viewers that
sister,
could possibly
yeah.
turn into
I'm
her
triggered,
own
Chad.
audience. But that
I'll
was not
use
the
it.
only collab she did that year. She collabed with the Goblin of Twitch, Forsen.
Oh my god, is this a
Hi,
real case,
Casey.
Tron?
Yeah.
Oh my god! The Forsen collab! I didn't even know!
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god, this is
This
such
is
an
before my
honor.
time
She
with
collabed with
Forsen.
Andy Milonakis, an actor that must have drank the entire fountain of
Holy
youth.
shit.
Because what the fuck?
He's 48? Go back.
Because what the fuck?
Dude, he does not look 48, that's for sure. Maybe he's right. He's older than my fucking brother, dude. Holy shit. He could be my dad! That's fucked up! What is this guy eating, man? He has a condition? What, the condition of being a kid? I'm kidding.
Watch Mr. Robot, you know
Jesus,
that
dude!
we can shut things down.
That's fucked up!
See, and that's exactly right.
But little did Casey know, not only was she talking to up-and-coming streamers, but people that would later be the upper echelons of Twitch. Sodapoppin would become one of the top streamers on Twitch, and be known for
Wow.
having a full-sized flashlight and a fursuit that had maggots in it. Forsen would also be one of the
Ew.
top streamers on Twitch, with seemingly no controversies or dramas this past decade, except for the fact people
Forsen
think
bash.
he murdered his significant other, and a majority of his fans are femboys.
Velocruz, what the fuck? Why are you guys so surprised? You've shouldn't seen this coming ages ago.
Horsen.
Okay?
I remember Horsen, man.
I watch Forsen. I have no friends. I'm from
Forsen.
Finland. I'm an alcoholic. Like somewhere down the spiral, I was gonna start wearing dresses. And I'm in computer science.
And Andy did a rug pull. He did an NFT scam and got away with it, seemingly. But she was working with the future
No
talent
shot.
of Twitch, and she very much could have been one of them. Within this time frame, she had reached
Okay.
300,000 followers on Twitch.
That's
She has
a
moved away
lot.
from playing World of Warcraft and moved on
Based.
to variety games, where she
Based.
is not tied down to just
Good.
a single game. This doesn't work for all streamers. Some streamers are only known for the games they play and only get views based if they're playing that game or not. And it is
Yeah.
extremely hard to break out of that stigma or viewer
True.
cage. And
Very
it's
true.
extremely risky if you just want to drop that game altogether. The only people that succeed at this are the people that have attracted fans through their personality. Think of
Mm-hmm.
Queso, think of iShowSpeed. People will watch them no matter what game they are
Mm-hmm,
playing. And this was working for Casey Tron as well. People were only there because of her personality. And she was
And her
about to get
titties.
offered an opportunity on a stage where she could show a wider audience how
Holy
entertaining she
shit.
truly is. And that opportunity was the Raj Patel show, later branded to the Austin show. She met the character Raj Patel in 2014.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can rap. I just wanted to introduce myself before I rapped.
I mean, you're putting a lot of pressure on me, Casey.
And they would become somewhat acquaintances to the point where, in 2018, she would start to make appearances on his game shows, in particularly Love or Host,
I've
where there
never
was
heard
one
of this, to
person
be
or
fair.
contestants would fight over, and all the
Chat, have you heard of this? One, if you've ever heard of this. I genuinely have never heard of this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. It's like 50-50. Yeah, I've never heard of this.
contestants would have to persuade that person to
Susu?
choose them,
Yeah, I
and
heard of
round by
her.
round eliminate the other contestants, so it is just them. And prior to the show, the contestants either chose Love or Host.
Lick it dong. Had the option to choose between Love and Host before the show began.
Okay.
And she chose...
No way.
No way. That's
Espen chose Host! He chose Host!
I did.
Love where they would actually go on a date or something,
actually
which
pretty
very
funny.
rarely bore fruit because most of them actually had relationships outside of streaming they didn't
Right.
inform anyone about. But if they chose Host, they would get hosted by the Raj Patel Twitch stream, which with all the personalities on the stream would accumulate a massive amount of viewers, which would get sent to their platform, and they would receive
Oh, it's like a Giga raid? Oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah.
a lot of promotion,
That's
or
nice.
just start spamming ads, and with that many viewers, they would receive probably thousands. But the only way
Yeah.
you would get that host is if you got to the last round, and the person chose you, and you have to tell them face to face you chose money over them, and watch their smile and hopes for love slowly dissipate. As of this time, Casey was doing fine, she was slowly growing each year, but this opportunity exploded her growth, because as said before, she was
Damn.
able to show a much wider audience how entertaining she truly was.
What the hell?
I made me
What?
with turkey. I've had this timing.
Yes.
I've had this timing for 24 hours, and I woke up at 6 a.m. to make.
She has a green screen behind her, too!
What type of sandwich would you be and why?
Oh, it's
I
Rico!
would be.
Bangers.
Oh, I would be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because all these bitches so jealous of me.
That was adorable.
Go ahead, Casey.
Banner.
Trainwrecks, in my chat in 2014, you said, "This is my type of female. She'll be there by my side while we fuck all over your dead mothers, you fucking losers." Do you still stand by what you wrote?
Oh!
You said that in my chat.
Trainwrecks, you animal!
colors? What's your favorite color?
Green.
Cool.
Casey Tron was
Whoa,
loved by the
bro.
audience of The Austin Show, and was a reoccurring guest all the way up to 2020, and she of course reaped the benefits of this. She reached 500,000 followers, and people thought of her as comedic and
Holy!
quick-witted, and someone without a filter, and people adored her for these characteristics. But in 2020, Twitch was changing, particularly the content, as we were all going to be inside for the entire
The Zoomers finally became of age and became an influence in Twitch. That's what happened.
year of 2020 due to the COVID pandemic, and
Yeah.
unannounced to the Twitch platform, they were about to receive a new wave of streamers and viewers due to the popularity of the Dream SMP. From 2020 to 2021, the Dream SMP took the platform by storm. TommyInnit broke records with the amount of viewers he had actively. If you managed to stream a single pixel of the Dream SMP server, you seemingly became popular overnight. And a lot of people started discovering the
What?
Twitch platform, and this included the infamous Dream Stands, people that would harass you and burn you at the stake
Was that kid unbuckling his belt? That's disturbing.
if you said anything bad about the Dream SMP. Thankfully, in the current year, most of them don't exist, they're an extinct breed now, but they did
Yeah.
infest the platform previously. Casey Tron at this time had faced another ban for saying on the Love or Host show she was going to spread COVID and kill the elderly. Obviously, this was a joke, and she apologized for it, but
Okay, that's mean, but like I understand that her character would have definitely said that. fucking funny though. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny.
But she was still
I'd
banned.
laugh.
If he had the coronavirus, would you kiss him?
Yes, and we would leave quarantine and we would try to spread it as much as possible because
she's playing a character. I feel, again, I don't like her for the following things she probably does in the video of being basically a leech. But there's clearly a comedic effect to that. She clearly didn't mean it. She even laughed a little bit as she said it.
the world would be a better place
Yeah.
without old and poor people.
Oh my god, Casey, what the fuck?
It gets even worse. If you thought that was the end of it, you're gonna have to lube up and pucker up that asshole of yours,
Jesus,
because this was
dude.
only the beginning.
Yeah, she's
because
being
in her
edgy.
infinite wisdom, in 2021, she decided to poke the hornet's nest that was the Dream SMP, making a bunch of tweets basically saying the Dream SMP fans are insufferable, and saying the streamers themselves
I mean, is she really wrong though? Is she really wrong?
are acting gay or queerbaiting so they can get more attention and approval from their fans. Not only did this anger most of the streamers of the Dream SMP,
I will say though, if you are baiting and sexualizing yourself as an adult and you clearly have a audience of children, that's really fucking weird. If that's what's implied, I feel like that's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of fucking weird.
most definitely angered the Dream SMP fans themselves. And with their large numbers, they got her banned on platforms such as Instagram
Yikes.
and TikTok. By mass reporting her, the Dream fans also did some Sherlock Holmes investigating and unearthed a clip of her saying the N-word while singing. And yes, she does say the N-word. But she proceeded to deny it anyway. A lot of her YouTube videos
heard
were
it.
dislike bombed
I
and
heard
her
it.
Twitch suffered as a result as well. She was accused of cheating
Wow.
on a game show hosted by Miskiff, where suspicion arose because she was meant to show you're working out and her working out was very questionable. She ended up winning the show and the reward, which was gifted subs, so basically free money, and even gloated and talked shit to other contestants while she was winning.
But
You
Josh,
lost to a stoner and a hot tub streamer. Damn, get fucked. You look so
It is
dumb
what it
now.
is.
I've never lived
It
this
is.
down. I've never lived
It
this
is.
down.
Oh, I mean, again,
When accused of
it's a
cheating by other
character, I
streamers like
feel
Destiny, she doubled down and got very defensive, and basically claimed they were only going after her for
Destiny!
monetary gain.
He's going to accuse me of cheating because he has something to gain from it.
But then a few weeks later, admitted to cheating. Now, this wasn't the
Yikes.
best year for
Shouldn't have
Casey
said
Tron, but
anything.
given the fact she was given a lot of fair criticism and some of the problems she faced were self-induced, you would think she would start to tread lightly or reflect on what she was doing, especially
Yeah.
since Twitch as a platform overall was changing. You would expect that, right? You'd expect her to evolve with the platform. She did not.
You
As
evolved
my
or
saying
die,
goes,
chat.
say it with me now, it got much worse.
It got
Despite
much
the ongoing
worse.
hatred from the Dream stands, and her reputation somewhat being sullied from the cheating on the game show, Casey was still getting closer to the Twitch talent. People like NMP LOL and his girlfriend at the time, Milena, who invited her frequently on their own streams, and she even got invited to Shit Camp 2021 and 2022, an event
Damn.
hosted by other popular Twitch streamers such as Sodapoppin,
I'm not gonna lie, I was not into watching like these big streamers doing these camp stuff. I don't know, it's just not appealing to me. There's too much going on.
Mizkif, Hassan Abi, QT Cinderella, Ludwig, and other popular streamers. Despite not being seen on the Austin show since 2021 for unknown reasons, it was good to know that she was not outcasted by the Twitch streamer community just yet. And you think she would use
Just
this
yet.
time to advertise herself to all the different communities that had joined together to watch all of these streamers, maybe get some monetary gain from this situation, but no. She used that time to talk more shit about Destiny.
Like, look what Destiny's doing with Nick Fuentes. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Again, she's breaking character. This is actually her opinion. Do you see what's going? You can see what's going on. I know chat's smart enough to realize that she's starting to break into her actual like self. She's being casual. This isn't like a character.
Now, Casey started Twitch as a character, someone that you could tell was satirical and just
Exactly.
rage baiting. But You couldn't tell anymore. Either she had morphed with that character or was playing a
No.
new character that even people that hit a nat 20 in perception could not tell she was playing. And overall just came off as hateful and sour. It was not funny anymore. It was not entertaining anymore.
Bitter
Her fans that have been there
hag.
from the start left in droves. And with her constant instigating with other streamers, a lot of the other streamers distanced themselves from her. And you barely saw her collaborate with any other streamer. And at
That's
this time,
fair.
she rebranded herself as a feminist. And anyone giving her fair criticism was assigned the role of incel. And one
A gamer girl is not an ideology. Being a feminist and making it your entire personality, that is something that people will take more seriously and will not be able to distinguish it from parody. Even if she's being funny about it, I feel like it's really difficult to be funny, like a funny feminist or like a parody of a feminist. You have to be over the top and not hide it. Yeah, I don't know.
Once again, say it with me
Not
now,
gonna work.
it got much worse.
It
If she
got
had a
much
filter
worse.
before, it had fully eroded at this time. 2023 to 2024, she got banned again for apparently watching full movies on stream. She made tweets about other influencers critiquing them and overall just arguing with them. This included talking about a streamer's recently passed mother, which was Asmongold, saying
Oh yeah, that was really distasteful. Yeah, I remember that. It was horrible. She basically was like being super mean to him after his mom died.
he basically
I don't
killed
remember
his
exactly
own
what she
mother,
said was
an unfounded
mean.
and wild claim, in which she received a Twitch ban for making that comment, and even
Yeah.
after she learned nothing and doubled down on her comment.
I did like that tweet. It says, thankfully, XQC's lifestyle hasn't led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least.
Yikes.
I'll admit, I did like that
Yikes.
tweet, and I have a lack of respect for Asmongold after letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions. I'm sorry.
She's still
You don't know Asmon or his situation. That's such a fucked up thing to say. Again, it's really, really disrespectful to assume such a thing. What if his mom was really stubborn? She didn't want to go to the hospital. I know there are old people, like my grandma and grandpa, before they passed away, they refused to move into my dad's like apartment. They refused. He bought them an apartment and said, hey, can you please like live here? Like it's closer to home. And they said, no, we don't want to. And he's like, but I can't take care of you if I have to like drive 2 hours away every time something happens. And eventually they just passed away. They didn't die from COPD or whatever it was, but they passed away from old age. It just sucks. Like grandparents are really, really stubborn, and parents in general are stubborn. They just want to like, what is COPD? It's an issue if you smoke a lot. I'm pretty sure it's like a lung issue. I forget what it is, but yeah, it's a breathing issue.
targeted Destiny any chance she could. She blindly supported any female in any controversy on Twitch.
Kinda cringe. I feel like you shouldn't do that no matter what the gender is. You should call them out if they're being shitty, but okay.
One instance being the XQC and Adept drama, where XQC made the decision to
Oh.
leave his ex-girlfriend out of his will, and
Wait! This clip is so good!
when she found this out, she stole his car, stole his house,
Adept
surrounded
is
him in
insane.
litigation, with claims from they were already married
Oh
and
my
she was
God,
owed that
man.
money, to sexual assault claims. And Casey Tron, without
And that all got thrown out, by the way, which it's just such a dumb move. She really should have just stuck and evolved into like being a fake girl gamer forever. It wouldn't have been that bad.
evidence, voiced her opinion that he was obviously an abuser, which aged like fine milk because he won all of those court cases, plus he
Yep.
did not have any evidence to back up her claims. She moved her YouTube channel with the excuse that the algorithm was not suggesting her videos anymore. Due to the amount of people that dislike bombed her YouTube channel, it didn't work.
That's cope. You probably just deviated from your old audience too much. I can tell you with utmost certainty, if I took a glance at her YouTube channel, I could probably pin it down. The YouTube algorithm doesn't nuke your stuff unless you do a violation, a warning, or a copyright strike. She had an audience and they clearly don't want to watch her content anymore because it's not what they subbed to her for.
She accused Asmongold's editor of photoshopping a picture of her for the thumbnail of one of the videos because
okay.
Apparently they tried to make her look fatter in the thumbnail, and the picture was not even touched by Photoshop. And that is her career and reputation as of now.
I probably would have gotten much farther than I have thus far had I done more picking sides.
Now, Casey Tron herself has the self-awareness to know she may have potentially been the problem.
I probably would have gotten much farther than I have thus far had I done more picking sides.
Casey Tron has always been somewhat negative. It was funny at the start, even when she was playing a character, but it ramped up to the point where it wasn't even a character anymore. It was a person just being overly negative, doubling down, not taking responsibility for their actions, and simply voicing any opinion that entered their cerebral cortex, no matter how wrong that opinion was. Casey Tron very well could have prospered, probably as much as the streamers she grew with, like Sodapoppin and QT Cinderella. But she did not evolve with the platform. She did not grow as a person. She stayed.
I don't even think it's about growing as a person. I think that her character, she became lazy and didn't want to put in effort. I think that's what ultimately set it off. This clip of her, like, just smoking blunts or whatever on stream with no makeup on, and I mean, again, you don't have to have makeup on to, like, stream, but she stopped caring. She stopped caring about her skits, her appearance, her humor, and it just devolved.
Did the same. She did not listen to any criticism, just blatantly ignored it and labelled them incels. And that crucial criticism could have helped her, if only she listened to it. But she very much just dug her own grave. I personally think she could have been on the level of Pokimane or QT Cinderella. At the start, she came off as someone that was all...
Again, she's too harsh. I think she would be a great character. Like Tyler 1. Tyler 1 has stayed pretty much the same. I think he toned down his character of screaming and playing League of Legends a little bit over the past, like, 5 years. But he's definitely stayed at the core at the same as he was 5 years ago. And she didn't. She did not. She didn't even keep the character. She just became the character.
Authentic.
Miserable.
Someone that outright said things that others were thinking, with no embarrassment, even if she was playing a character. But now she's just overly negative and bitter, and her streaming career has suffered because of it. It has not seen any significant growth in years, even though she's streaming more hours than she ever did. And yes, it all could be another character. Maybe she doesn't mean anything she says, and it's all just a ploy to get more engagement through rage bait. But it isn't really working. I saw a video by Liquid Sonic that made me remember who Casey Tron was, especially back in the early days of Twitch, and that interested me enough to make this video, and it also helped with this video. So go check out his channel and his video, and yeah, that's all I have to say, and bye-bye.
What a nice video. She needs to reinvent herself. Again, she's trying to reinvent herself as a feminist and standing up for women, but you're like shitting on Asmon and his mom. Like, that's just a step too far, man. That is way too far. It's over for her. I don't think you can rebuild an image like that. She has to, like, keep going.